Hello, beautiful collective. I hope you're doing well this evening. Let's tap into the collective energies and see what we need to know, shall we? Who is it that feels they have the upper hand over our life path? And what do we need to know about their involvement, and how is that going to wind up for us? What do we need to know about that? Central energy, spirit, what do we need to know, spirit, about those who are trying to interrupt our life path and control our fate or our destiny? So we've got Two of Swords in the upright. So we've got, looks like somebody is having difficulty making decisions, weighing their options, could be at a crossroads. And they're challenged. Page of Wands reversed. They're challenged because they have a lack of direction, and they're creating conflict with their self-limiting beliefs. And in the subconscious, we have the Empress and the upright. So could be that you are very accomplished and advanced, having overcome and persevered through many challenges in the recent past. We have the Page of Cups reversed and the Four of Wands reversed. So somebody has emotional immaturity and they're insecure and disappointed. They caused conflict with others and they have a lack of support. They could be having conflict in the home area right now. It could be that there was a breakdown in communication, like maybe somebody wasn't completely honest, and now there's a transition, some form of a transition. And in the intentions and expectations, we got the Fool reversed. So the intentions and the expectations, there's a hesitation or there's a fearlessness. It could be that somebody was behaving with recklessness and making bad choices, but now they're indecisive. In the near future, we have the Four of Cups reversed. So somebody is gaining a sudden awareness and they're choosing happiness and withdrawing and checking in for realignment. And the lens they're looking through is the Star. They could be seeing you as the Star. Here at the crossroads, you know, they're seeing you as the Empress. They're at a crossroads making difficult decisions. They're seeing you as an Empress. They're weighing their options. And they have a lack of direction. They've been creating conflict for people or for themselves or others with their self-limiting beliefs. They see somebody as an Empress, and they may be emotionally immature and insecure and disappointed in their family because they could have been dishonest about something which caused some conflict in the home, and now there's somebody, this person's holding back, and they're in indecision. They're in indecision about what to do here, because maybe they found out some information that somebody lied about, and now they've gained a sudden awareness and they're choosing happiness. They see somebody as the star and the Empress in the environment. In the environment, we have the Strength card, which says somebody is very strong, very courageous. They have a subtle power. They don't go around, brandishing it about, telling the world to look here, how strong I am. It's subtle. And it's just an inner strength, and a quiet courage. Anyhow, in the hopes and fears, hopes and fears, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Somebody is, they could be experiencing a work-home conflict. Being self-centered and jealous. They could be smothering somebody at home, like, could be this one's mother, who is jealous here of the Empress, the star, and maybe sent her son out to try to do something in that regard, because she's jealous and self-centered about how strong this Empress, who is the star, is in the environment, and everybody can see it. And the outcome? Ooh, the outcome. Ten of Swords, painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, and defeat. So whoever it is that's been trifling with your life, Empress, Star, who has this excellent inner fortitude, whoever's been trifling in your life will be experiencing some endings or a failure in whatever they were doing to come against you. And on the edge here it says, ultimate completion, final manifestation, the result of true will, endings. And this one, he's got 10 swords in his back. So it's defeat. Whoever it is that's been trifling in your life, trying to take you down, is going to be suffering a defeat. And there's a 9 of Cups in the reverse, so they're going to be completely dissatisfied. And they could be suffering a lack of inner joy. Indulgent, materialistic, smug. while you're receiving this about your Ace of Pentacles, about your abundant new venture. We could just stop there, but let's just get some clarifications about some details. Let's see. Sorry about that. That was rude. These pop-up ads surprised me. Okay. So we've got somebody at a crossroads about they're weighing their options. They have a difficult decision to make. Oh. There is a main male here. They have a difficult, so this main male has a difficult decision to make about a message of concern. It's something to do with poverty. So they're trying to get out of poverty. This woman, perhaps this main male's mother, wants to get out of poverty. They're facing poverty and she wants to get out of poverty, and she has targeted this empress. Wants to take out this empress and steal her divine gifts, what she has accomplished. The empress is all four queens. She has had to go through an extreme amount of challenge and persevere through it in order to gain her position. And there is a woman here, this mother of this male, facing poverty, and she's targeted this empress, and it looks to me like she's sending her son after this empress. And he's procrastinating. He's got a lack of direction, really, and some self-limiting beliefs. And it could be that he's challenged because he's got a lack of direction. He's procrastinating. There is conflict. He wants to create conflict, or he has created conflict. Maybe he's found out some information and he's procrastinating regarding what it is that his mother is asking him to do regarding a house, like bringing an ending to a house. Like, he's challenged because perhaps he's being asked to do this. Or maybe he's being challenged because they're getting kicked out of their house. And he has a lack of direction. Like they're getting kicked out of their house. They're in poverty now. And so his mother is like, okay, go get with this empress, because we're in poverty and now we need to go target somebody and gain favor with them so that we can take advantage of their spiritual inheritance. And perhaps that, means material wealth also. So yeah, they're targeting this empress because they're losing their house. They've lost their house and they're in poverty. This empress is also a privileged lady. So you've got empress, and the privileged lady is also like an empress. So you got double empress. Yeah, they're just really coming out here targeting this really beautiful, resilient, nurturing, abundant woman who has evolved through a lot of challenges. She has accomplished and moved beyond a lot of difficulty, which she has grown through. And they just want to come in and benefit off of her good work, and because she's going to be getting this, because she's obviously in a good position here. So in the recent past, this Page of Cups in the reverse, he's emotionally immature, he's insecure, and he's disappointed because he found out that there was a breakdown in communication and there's home conflict. It could have been that he found out something, he was lied to. He was lied to. And there's a lack of support, and there's a breakdown in communication. There's home conflict. They lied to him about all of this. Maybe he didn't know that that was why. I don't know. Could be that they're getting shunned in the community. So it looks like this main male is holding back. He's got indecision. He doesn't know what to do. He's hesitating. It could be that there's a wealthy man and an official person looking into this. Or the intention was to become a wealthy man and to become an official person. So the intention was to be reckless and fearless and make bad choices and take lots of risks in order to become a wealthy man, in order to become an official person by getting in with this double empress. But now they're holding back and they're facing indecision because there were some lies and they're being ostracized from this community. And he's gained a sudden awareness and he wants to choose happiness. So he's withdrawing and he's checking in for realignment. He's choosing happiness. And there's change in the near future. So the lens everybody's looking through is the star, which is renewal and a spirituality and a fortune. And there's this mature woman. She wants it. It's his mother. She wants it. She sees this star who is this double empress and she's like, ooh, look at the look on her face. Look at the look on her face. Can you see that? She's like, oh yeah. And she's looking like right at her. Yeah. And in the environment, everybody can see how strong this empress is and how she's gaining an unexpected income. This mature woman who is the Queen of Pentacles reversed, she's lost her wealth. She's lost her wealth. She's in poverty and they've lost their house. And she's sending her son out here to target this empress who is a star because and who is very strong and who is coming into this unexpected income. So this mature woman is a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And there's So we've got this Queen of Pentacles reversed, who she could be having some financial difficulties. She's a very jealous and smothering, self-centered woman. And there's a masculine here is concerned because it could be that they are facing imprisonment. This could be this young man's father, that his parents put him up to this because they're facing imprisonment. They could be facing literal jail for theft or for whatever it is that they did. But there's a Queen of Pentacles reversed and a masculine here who is concerned about being imprisoned. And they see this double Empress who is very strong and a star coming into unexpected income, and they targeted her. So there's painful endings for these ones who have targeted the Empress. There's a painful ending and deep wounds of betrayal and loss. Their plot is going to fail, and everything's collapsing, and they will be suffering defeat. So there's a mature woman and this mature man here who's toiling and laboring. They're still working. I mean, they're facing defeat, but they're still working at it. They're still working at it because the cycle is ending and they're facing imprisonment. They're going on a journey, and I don't know where they're going, but they're going somewhere in poverty. They're going to be, I don't know whether they're going to be imprisoned in a life status of poverty, like that's their fate, or for the next cycle or something. They have to go on a journey, like they're losing their big fancy house and their life of this extravagance is ending. They're now facing poverty. And they have no inner joy. They're very smug and dissatisfied. They're very materialistic and indulgent, and they've lost their resources. Yeah. So I knew it. They targeted, look at this. Look who you are. I mean, seriously, look. Look at who you are. The Empress, the Star, and the Privileged Lady. You're a person of extreme high honor, and you're coming into unexpected income. And not only all of that, but you're hella strong. Apparently the universe feels you've earned this. So, but they saw it. They have their methods of looking into things, and they saw that this is coming forward for you. You may not even know that this is coming forward, but they targeted you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound callous. I know that this can be heartbreaking. Serious, serious heartbreak. Especially if somebody is coming forward as though they admire and respect you, and all they really want is your blessings. They just want to get in there and attach themselves to your blessings so that they can get themselves out of this. They don't really want anything to do with you. In fact, they probably hate you because you are this special person. You don't even know what you have. You probably don't really even know who you are, because titles and and material and extravagant, indulgent lifestyle isn't your thing. You're this caring, nurturing, fertile feminine who's a good parent, who's about developing yourself and accomplishing, difficult tasks and overcoming challenges, evolving and growing as a person, maintaining your lady status, you elevate yourself. And you're a target. They want to gain your trust. So that's the plan, is to come in and gain your trust. They're challenged because they lost their house. They lost their house. They have a lack of direction, self-limiting beliefs. They're protesting. They could be suing somebody because of this. They're getting kicked out of their house. There's a third party situation here. There's a third party situation here. Of course, this could be a mother and a father and a daughter. But I doubt it, because the daughter typically wouldn't have her finger in her father's face like that. So this is a third party situation. And so it could be that this young man already has a girlfriend, but his parents are like, no, you need to go after, you have to marry for wealth. You can't marry for love, you have to marry for this. And it could be that he didn't know. Yeah, they're in a nightmare. They're in a nightmare. They wanted to come forward and make this promise so that they could go on adventures with this privileged lady. So there's an empress here, and they want to apologize to this empress, privileged lady. Maybe they want to confess, maybe they're seeking forgiveness. There's emotional immaturity and some insecurity. They lost their house. They got kicked out. There's an ending and they're protesting it. Maybe going to court. There could be lots of court. There's lots of fighting. There's got to be a compromise. They're in a nightmare. Somebody wants an apology. Somebody wants to apologize to this empress or to this privileged lady. It could be that this young man didn't know that this was why his parents were targeting you. They lied. There was a breakdown in communication. There's home conflict, a transition, and transience. They're homeless, and they're ostracized from this community. They got kicked out of the community. Whoa. And you're just sitting here all calm. You're unaffected. Their intention and expectation was to become an official person and a wealthy male. It could be that they were behaving recklessly, taking risks, making bad choices, acting fearlessly. And it could be that now they're holding back and they are hesitating because they found out something that they didn't know. They didn't know. He was blind. He didn't know. It could be that he didn't know that this is the way that his folks did stuff. persuade them, to bribe them to, to go do these, to tempt them. So now they're have a sudden awareness and they want to choose happiness and they're accepting this change and they just want to check in for realignment. See, because he doesn't think like the others. He doesn't think like he's not a materialistic, indulgent liar. He just wants to be happy. He wants to be happy. And he has a sudden awareness. He could be a Cancer. Yeah, he's withdrawing, checking in for realignment. He's getting ready for change. He's getting ready for change. And so he knows that, so here in the near future there is this relationship here. And it could be that this Empress is going to be in a relationship with somebody and they wanted him to interject himself in there. They wanted to puppet him and put him in that position. And he is choosing happiness and he's withdrawing, and that has his mother just furious. She is pissed because she wants him to move forward and to get the Empress pregnant. But he could be apologizing and asking the Empress for forgiveness because he didn't know. He didn't know about this scheme. It could be that you knew already, that you knew full well what was going on. You saw completely it all, and you may have explained that to him, and he may have approached you, and you may have known what was happening, and you may have explained him because he's got this emotional immaturity and he's insecure. So maybe he didn't even know because there were lies here. There was a breakdown in communication. It could be that in home conflict, it could be that they lied and he didn't know. That they were just using him. They were dominating him and using him. And she's furious because he is in support. See, there's the word support there. He supports this. He supports this caring partnership that this Empress is going to have. This star, this blessing, the Empress. Yeah, there's a blessing here for this star. And this mature woman sees it. This mature woman sees it. There's this Empress, this privileged lady. She's strong. She's super strong. She's got courage, and she's got this subtle power about her. And she's receiving unexpected income in the near future, which is going to allow her to go on adventures and perhaps travel. And this mature woman, who is a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, she's extremely jealous and self-centered. And she's smothering probably her son and her husband, who is concerned about going to prison or being imprisoned in a state of poverty, facing homelessness. They're kicked out of their house. I don't know if they're going to be homeless. I mean, it's like imprisonment. So it's like behind bars. So it's not even in a tent on the street. It's like, oh, and there's a disturbance here too. So it's imprisoned. It could be a mental disturbance, imprisonment, something supernatural. See, there's the word supernatural on the card. So it could be in a supernatural imprisonment. And there's painful endings and betrayal and a loss, failure, and defeat for this mature man who worked very hard. He worked very hard. He worked very hard, but he wasn't able to steal the real estate. He wasn't able to steal the real estate. The robbery went bad because you triumphed over this situation. This is their profession. This is how they get along in life. They attack eternal love and they steal the abundance and the blessings of eternal love while causing the divine, this empress and privileged lady, while causing her to have a life of poverty and suffering. They come in, they latch on through people like their son, and then they get rid of the empress, and then they enjoy her blessings. Their profession is to steal the abundant blessings of eternal love and then cause eternal love to suffer by getting rid of, once they get in there and steal the gift. I'm going to leave it there because I think it's very clear that there's painful endings here for the mature man who is a partner to this mature woman, who are the parents of this main male who was seeking an alliance with this privileged lady, and he's seeking an apology now. I mean, he's giving an apology, seeking forgiveness because he didn't know, but he knows now, and this plan did not work. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you on the next one.